Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and yes, I have managed a couple of Christmas design videos. Didn't think it was going to happen, but it has. So if you would like to see how I created this design, well then, keep watching. For this set, I am using Gem's acrylic system. I have got Crystal Clear and Pinky Pink, which are two of the core range powders. I have got Hope from the recent festive collection, and I have got this beautiful glitter, which was from last year's advent calendar. So unfortunately not available now, but it's still beautiful. And then I'm using these Happy Christmas decals by the Queen of Decals, which is now available at the nail team. So I have got myself a wet sponge and I've cut out the decals that I'm using. I can pop them to one side so they're ready for when I'm going to use them in the design. Lottie is all set up. She has been tipped with the Gem Stiletto tips and I've cut them down to the length I want. And then I've just gone in with Suzie Sanitiser just to give them a clean, get rid of any dust, because these hands, good old Lottie, does attract a lot of dust. So I want to give them a good clean. And now, as I do with all of my designs, I'm going in with my clear base, keeping it nice and thin. Just putting that down so that I keep in the habit of doing it. It's not necessary really on a practice hand, but I like to keep the same routine. But this is so if you're working on natural person, you can file back to that to do a redesign. On the ring finger, I am using Pinky Pink and I am doing a reverse smile line and the nail bed. So place my bead where I want that smile line to be, and I've just pulled it into place. Now I am using the side of my brush just to tidy up the smile shape. I've blended the bead back, ready for the second bead. I want to make sure I've got a nice wall even all the way around of product so that I can push the next colour up to it. And then I'm going in with my cuticle bead. I'm not worrying about apex or anything at this time. This is just so that I've got the cover colour for the nail bed. And then my final bead is Precious Pink from Gems. This is the beautiful translucent pink, and I'm using this just to cap that, put the apex and structure in place, and it just makes it look a little bit more natural in my opinion. Making sure that smile line is still nice and neat, and I've got the height I want, and then I'm just going to leave this to set and move on to the next nail. So working on the pinky, and I will also be doing the same on the index finger, I am going in with Hope. Hope is the most perfect Christmas red. There is a matching gel polish in the range, and I'm just painting this on as sort of my base colour. I started at the cuticle with a little bead because I wanted to make sure I have a nice neat cuticle bead. This colour is so pigmented, you don't need a lot, and especially around that cuticle I didn't want loads because I didn't want to flood the cuticle, end up with red on the skin, and then just painting it down. And here you can see doing exactly the same thing. So pushing it up into the shape around that cuticle and then just painting the rest of the product down. Once that's all painted out, going in with another bead and painting that down as well. Just make sure those beads blend together, but it doesn't need to be perfect. I know I say this all the time, but it's me and I like everything to be perfect, but this really is just my background colour. This is going to have glitter and decals and everything going on, so you don't actually see all that much, but I feel funny if it's not just right. You do see the tip though, so you know, wanted to make sure I had perfect coverage at the tip. So just blending it all back, blah 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 blah. Off camera, as I always do, I've just filed in that smile line. I do it off camera because on these hands I find it much easier to take the nails out to file. And now, still using Hope, I am just painting that at the tip. So going right up in those wings, right up each side wall up to that smile line. I'm not worrying if I get it on that nail bed smile line colour because it'll all file off. And I just want to paint it to the very, very, very tip. Again, it doesn't have to be mega thick, it's a base. Just making sure it's not patchy. Now, at this point in time, I wasn't 100% sure what else I was doing on the tip. I knew I was going to have a decal and some glitter, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I didn't know how much was going to be showing, so I just wanted to make sure it was perfect coverage. Yeah, just my own, you know, so that I felt happy enough. So now I'm just faffing because it wouldn't be a me video without a little bit of faffing. And we can add some glitter because everyone needs glitter at Christmas. So I'm going in with a little bit of this glitter from the last year's advent calendar. This mix is just Christmas, 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 Christmas. So I'm doing a little bit at the cuticle and then I'm just feathering it down, sort of halfway-ish. I want to get some of those dotty glitters, just blend it down slightly. It doesn't need to be too much, but I don't want too little. And then the same on this finger as well. Or this nail, not on the finger. Don't want it on the finger, just the nail. And as I always do, teeny tiny little bead of clear acrylic into the glitter, and away we go. So I'm just faffing. I'm using the tip of the brush just to move those bigger pieces around to where I want them, and just bring in some of that smaller glitter down the tip. Now, my long-time viewers will know how I do my decals, but here we go. Wash of clear acrylic, teeny tiny amount. This is the adhesive. Take that decal off the sponge where it's been soaking, slide off the backing paper, then place it where I want it and gently pat it down. You don't want to smush it, you don't want to pull it, you don't want to tear it, you just want to pat it down and let that acrylic set and the decal stick into place. Here we go again. Wash of clear acrylic. Pick up the decal with my tweezers, gently slide it off the backing paper and then pat, 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 pat. Done. Leave it. Let it set in place. We're going to do the same here. So, wash your clear acrylic. Now I'm going in with my holly. I was just checking where it's going to fit. There, it's on. Pat, pat, pat. Not loads. We don't want to smush it. We don't want to go hard. We don't want to tear it. Just pat it in place. And now I'm just going to add little dabs of glitter in and around the holly. Not on, around. So I just picked up a teeny tiny little amount of glitter. And now, because this nail didn't quite have enough glitter for Christmas, I'm going to do a full glitter nail on the middle finger. I did also do a full glitter nail on the thumb in this set, but I didn't keep it in the video because it's exactly the same as what I'm doing here. So I started at the cuticle, make sure I got a nice neat line. This is a mega multi-mix of glitter. You've got some teeny tiny pieces, you've got some small pieces, you've got some medium pieces, you've got some large dots, you've got some stars, you've got everything. So it's very easy to get full coverage with this, and you can quite easily pick up some of the bigger pieces as well. Now that design is all laid down, and I have to say I'm quite happy with it. So we need to encapsulate it in our crystal clear, build our strength, our structure, our apex. You know the drill. And then I'm going to file these nails to shape. So refine the side walls, the free edge, and then over top of the surface, and ba-da-da, here they are, looking pretty fabulous. Even if I do say so myself. So giving them a good dust. We don't want any dust in that finished nail. And now I'm just going over, giving them a good old wipe over. I do this in every single design video. And now, it wouldn't be a Christmas set without some bling! So I've picked out red, green and gold to go with what's going on in the nail already. And I've got my nail tea, no I haven't, I've got my Perfect Nails gel glue available from the nail team. Now I'm just going to do something on this Smile Line nail bed. I wasn't really sure where I was going with it, so I placed that first crystal down and flash cured it, so it didn't move while I was deciding what I was going to do next. Then I like to apply my glue with the micro swabs, much smaller than the brush, so easier to get into any nooks and crannies. And now I'm just building up the design around that sort of accent crystal in the middle. So as you can see, I've got the red, the gold and the green, and I'm just doing something, just, you know, down roughly to that wing of the smile line. And then I am going to flash cure that again, so that when I do the other side, they don't slide all over the place. And I am literally doing exactly the same. I like it to be the same on both sides. I don't like to have one colour in one place on one side and then it in a different place on the other side. I like mirror images as best I can. So I'm just copying the pattern. You might occasionally see me just tip the finger slightly just so that I can see exactly what I've done. And then what I did was I did give it another very quick flash cure and then popped it in the lamp for a full 60-second cure. I just did the flash so that when I moved the hand into the lamp they didn't move, because then I would have cried. We don't want that. Now those crystals are all in place, they're not going anywhere, we're going to top coat these babies. So good old Tina is out again. Oh, good old Tina, she's getting plenty of use at the moment. Oh, look at that glitter come back to life. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to apply a nice coat of Tina over all of these nails. I'm going to get my little detailer brush out so I can get right up to those crystals, get in any little nooks and crannies so they're extra secure. We don't want to cover up the crystals because that will make them look a bit meh. Oh, look at this. Look, 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 look. Are you watching? Look at that glitter. Oh, right. We're going to finish top coating these. We are going to cure them for 60 seconds in my Perfect Nails lamp. And here's my first Christmas design done. I'm so pleased I managed a video. I really am. I'm very proud of myself. Give myself a pat on the back. And I thought these were quite good. So here you go. My first Christmas video of the year. It won't be the last. I've got 2 more, I promise. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the description box because I will pop all the product links in there, but you can get everything I've used from the nail team, although my crystals are from Crystal Parade. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Mwah!